Hi, I'm Vihoshe Muru, Chairman, Sim Literature Board. I have been asked to say something about the significance of Tuluni. Uh, Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Tuluni and Ahuna are the two premier festivals of Simi. Uh, in fact, Tuluni is supposed to be more important than Ahuna, but due to the weather, since Tuluni falls in the midsummer, it disrupts the celebration. So uh, our community have started to take Ahuna more serious than Tuluni. However, traditionally, Tuluni is supposed to be the more important one. Now, why it is so? Because there are, besides the merrymaking, celebrating for week-long days, there are so many cultural and social, you know, significances revolving around Tuluni. Now, when I say cultural and social significances, culturally, you know, it is the heartbeat of the Simi culture. And it is the festival when our rich heritage comes alive. Now, like the folk songs, the traditional dances, these things become alive once Tulin is celebrated. Besides that, for 7 long days, our villages, you know, they echo with laughter, then the beautiful rhythm of our folk song, the energy of our traditional dances, and the storytelling passed down through generations. Feasting on bountiful food with special focus on meat of various animals, drinking the traditional rice and millet brews, this to the blessing for the blessing of good harvest. Now, the main purpose of the celebration of Tuluni is an invocation to God for good crop, bountiful harvest, good harvest. This is the main purpose of celebration of Tuluni. Once the rice plantation is over in the paddy fields, and once the crops start to bear early fruits, early fruits in the jum cultivations, jum fields, the celebration will take place. Now, in the past, uh, I'll have to go back to a little background of the Simi villages. Like every Sim villages, like any many other Naga villages, are independent, autonomous villages. Each village has their own set of rules, their regulations. So even celebration of Tuluni varies from village to village. That is depending on their conveniences. But somewhere in 1960s, the Sama Tribal Council, they resolved to celebrate the Tuluni on one same day. So they resolved to have the celebration on 7th and 8th July every year. And that way, the government of Nagaland was requested to grant a restricted holiday for Tuluni on 7th and 8th July. And the first time all the Semis celebrated the Tuluni on one same day was started in 1972. Now after that, we have been celebrating uh, the Tuluni on 7th and 8th July, like I said. Now, traditionally, we are not sure whether the celebration was held for 7 days, one week long, 7 long days or not. But later on, it was said that the celebration is for 7 days, and this 7 days also, falls in with the weekdays in the calendar. So, uh, celebration now going to celebration, how the celebration is prepared, etc. On the first day, it is Asuzani. So, Asu means millet. Millet is the first crop harvested in a village. So, Asuzani, on first day, the millet brewing will be started. That is preparation for the week long days for celebration of Tulun. So it is called Asuzani. Then second day is called Arzani. So that is the pedi, rice. So rice is being taken for brewing the local brews. That is Mundo. Now on third day it is called Ashgani. So that is the butchering of the animals, maybe pigs or cows, whatever is affordable or afforded, will be butchered on third day, that is Wednesday, we call Ashgani. Now on the Ashgani, the animals so butchered will be divided among the group of people, and some portion will be left for the next day's feast. But the most important one is that head of the animal, be it cow or a pig or whatsoever animal is killed, the head will be given to the group leader. That is called alojito. The rest of the meat will be divided equally among the group, alojimi, and then, like I said, some portion will be left for feast on the main day, celebration day. After that, on the fourth day is called Ainren. That is the main day of feasting and merrymaking. Now, in the village, there are various groups, and these groups are, meant for working in the field. Working in the field is done group wise. Even the husband and wife can be in different groups, or their children can be in different groups, and each group called aloji has the alojito. Alojito means the group leader. So whatever, wherever, in whoever's field they are going to work the next day or the subsequent days will be proposed by the alojito. Now, on the main day, that is Anyagini, group-wise competition will be there, and these competitions will be singing, dancing, or even the traditional games like jumping, or so many games are there, of course. I cannot mention all, but various traditional games will be there, and there will be competition. Now, after that, throughout the day, they will be celebrating and fasting. There is no limitation like eat once or twice or thrice in a day, accompanied with the local brews, rice brew, then millet brews, etc., prepared for this particular day. So that is how the main day is celebrated. On the fifth day, that is Friday, it is called Mucholani. Then on Mucholani, most of the married people, married people, they will go for cleaning uh, uh, the road, the path to their respective fields. They will go in group, and each one will go to his own field, and from his own field, they will come cleaning the road and meet in one particular junction, and there they will have another feast. Now, the most important one of this feast is that it is not actually exactly a feast. It may be called a midday meal, Whatever rice cakes they have taken and the wine, etc., they have taken, they will eat and drink there. But whatever is not finished, could not be finished, will be left there. It will not be taken home. Now, on the sixth day is for young people. It is called Tupulani. So on Tupulani, it is the young boys and girls who will go merrymaking around the village, newly cleaned villages, and then the newly cleaned field roads. They will go. They will spend their time in merrymaking. On the seventh day is called Trakani. It is Sunday. Now Trakani is literally in our Simi language. It means to 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 debar or to stop to avoid the devils. So on that particular day on Trakani, uh, everyone is supposed to remain quiet and silent. There will be no pounding of rice, there will be no splitting of wood, and even laughter also is restricted. The village should remain quiet. The reason behind is that the devils may hear the loud noises and may come to the village, so the villagers should remain quiet to avoid the devils to come to the village. Now that ends the Tuluni celebration. 7 days, 7 long days. Now, during the Tuluni, one very important mm, uh, event in our community is that young boys and girls who are going steady, etc., they will officially get engaged on during Tuluni. Now, during Tuluni, the boys' parents they will kill a pig and then split the pig into half and carry the half to the girl's parents' house. And along with that, they will also cook the other portion of the meat and then various meats, then rice, and the brews, etc., and carry it to the girl's house. Likewise, the girls' parents also will repay in a little higher amount. Now, that is the main event done during the Tulun. Now, once this is officially done, it is very difficult to, get separated again. So the boy and the girl, after this officially engagement is done, they are supposed to get married at any cost. Uh, Besides that, during Tulin, it is our tradition and it is a strong, a bond in our community that during the Tuluni, at least a small portion of uncooked meat should be given to the relatives or to the friends and to the neighbors. So to strengthen the bonds of friendship and relationship. Now, if meat is not given to the relatives during Tuluni, it will be considered that they are no more relatives. That is why it is very important in our community that meat, uncooked meat, though small it may be, should be given to the relatives. And besides that, married people, young married couples, they will cook food, rice, meat, then the brews, etc., and then carry it to their parents or the in-laws' houses and give it to them. Now, in return, the parents and the in-laws also they will, uh, in return they'll give some gifts. Those days, no money was there, so the gifts in the form of like a piglet or a chicken or even some vegetables or grains like etc. Well, these are the traditional customs of our people. And besides that, the during the Tuluni, mm, this, baby carriers. Another important characteristic of our Tuluni is that during Tuluni, in English it is called babysitters. In Sitsa we call angakupmi. So during the Tuluni, this angakupmi should be pleased. Otherwise, if they don't carry the baby, if they don't look after the babies, then the parents will not be able to work in the field. So during Tuluni, it is very important to please this angakupmi. So one pleasing feature is that a chicken will be tied in the feet leg, and then it will be given to the angakupu for playing with it. Then another thing is that a big chunk of meat will be split into Y shape. It will be cooked and given to the angakupu. This this pleases the angakupu. It is one of the most important feature of Tulun. I think that's all. You know, like I said earlier, every semi village is an independent and autonomous village. Even the two immediate neighboring villages, like in our Zunheboto district, in Zunheboto Sadar, like Nata Old, Nata New, these two villages are immediate neighbors, less than 1 kilometer apart. Still, the village rules and regulations varies from one another. So, among the Sumi community, some used to say Ani, simply Ani. Some used to say Tuluni. So I don't know which one is right, which one is not right. I don't know. But earlier, somewhere in the 1960s, the Sema Tribal Council, it was the apex body of the Simis before Simiho. Sema Tribal Council, they resolved to officially name it as Tuluni. So from then on, all the Simis have been calling it as Tuluni. And like I said, even the celebration was held somebody in June, someone in July, but the STC, Sema Tribal Council, they resolved that it should be held on 7th and 8th July uniformly. And in 1972, the celebration was held for the first time in Zunheboto on 7th and 8th July. From then on, the government of Nagaland has also approved it as restricted holiday on 7th and 8th July, and our people have been following likewise. Now, like I said, Tuluni and Ahuna are the two premier festivals, of which Tuluni is supposed to be more important and more uh, important one. But because Tulun falls during midsummer and celebration outdoor is always interrupted by incessant rainfall, and that is why our people started to shift the celebration to Ahuna, which is in November and having pleasant weather. That is how we have started to pay more attention to Ahuna than to Luni.